Welcome back! After that grueling business last year, I decided to actually finish a writing project. I've been trying to write a story since I was 17. Write and finish a story since I was 17. I've done loads. I'm now, that's 20 years ago, I'm 37 now. I've never finished a project. Started many, never finished one. Came up with the idea, like, if I finish something, then at least I can say, I finished the project, you know. So I'm going to try that. And I have. And I did it, and I have. Basically, what I did was I came up with an idea, just a brief idea, and just quickly wrote it down. And just wrote it, finished it, start, finish, blah, 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 blah. Start, middle, finish. Did. And then I went through it again and changed a few bits to make it sound better and feel better. And then I tried to illustrate it. I've been learning as I go. I'm crap at it. Basically everything. I'm not very good at stuff. But I sort of like written and illustrated it myself. And then after I did all the illustrations for where I wanted it to be, where I wanted those illustrations to go, I then reread the story to children, and it all went okay. Well, it was all like, oh, it's good, you know, like, oh, I like this bit, or something like that. So, okay, cool. And because when I actually read it out loud to some children, I changed some of the words that I wrote out loud because I thought, oh, this might sound better, and said something different to what I'd written. So I've changed those parts to what I said out loud, if that makes sense. Nothing I do makes sense. It's just me, isn't it? So, yeah, I thought I would try and read it. I intended it to be a story. It's just a hobby project. I just wanted to get something finished. And then I could go on to proper ideas that I have. But this one I thought I'm going to have to... I want to read it out loud. Just as like, you know, sort of practice kind of thing. I want to read it out loud as practice. And then I can get more feedback from people, you know, and maybe, you know, see what happens. Okay. Well, here goes. Don't judge me. You can. I probably deserve judging. Here goes. A Very Old Tree in the Faraway Forest. Written and illustrated by myself. For Catherine, delicate English rose, eyes of sapphire sparkling so bright, and who inspires me every day to be a better human. In a distant land, in a faraway forest, there sits a very old tree. Not just any old tree, mind you. This was a very large and very special tree, you know. The very old tree was home to some very old and very odd creatures. Don't believe me? I can show you. But we must be very, very quiet. My name is Parvus. Look, here's one of the very old tree creatures now. Can you see him? No? Then try again and let us look a little bit closer. There! Now can you see him? That peculiar green face in the bark is called viridis. He's a green man and is made of leaves and vines, and some people say he is thousands of years old. Yes, really. I told you the very old tree was home to some very old creatures, didn't I? Follow me and I'll take you to see even more of the very old creatures. It's starting to get a little bit exciting up here, isn't it? We need to climb just a little bit higher, but do take care to not fall off of the branches. After all, it is a very long way down. There is a strange smell in the air. Can you smell it too? I wonder. What could it be? It's coming from that old chimney over there. And look, a door. We can't knock on the door because we wouldn't want to disturb whoever lives here, would we? So let's quietly sneak over to the window there and have a quick peek inside. This way, come along now. Oh, look how lovely. That grey ancient creature with the pointy hat and very long beard is Vetus. He's lived in this tree since it was big enough to live in. Like most creatures of the very old tree, Vetus is magic. Vetus loves to mix potions and cast spells. But he doesn't always get the magic right. Whoops! Look at all those bubbles. Poor Vetus. Better luck next time. What have we here? Fireflies? No, not fireflies. It's a magical trail. I think I might know who lives at the end of this trail. Let's keep going. Come on. I knew it. Shh. We must remember to be quiet, or we might scare her away. That's Davina. Aren't her wings simply magnificent? Davina is the queen of all the fairies. And did you know she enchanted the very old tree so that it would be safe for all the creatures to live here? Davina is divine. What do you think? It's getting darker in here and very tricky to see anything at all. So be careful and try not to trip over the branches. Can you hear that sound? That grumbly, creaky sound. Oh no, that's the sound that Pallas makes. Pallas is a boggart, and he isn't very nice. Pallas is a bit tricksy. Sometimes Pallas likes to hide under beds or inside cupboards and jump out at people to give them a fright. It's no wonder nobody wants to play with him when he keeps tricking people all the time. There he is. Don't let him see us. Let's get out of here quickly. That was a close one. We don't want to get seen by cranky old Pallas, that's for sure. Wait a minute. What's that I can hear? Snoring? Can you hear it as well? Just up there on that branch. Can you see the 3 tiny creatures with large heads? I've read about these sisters, but I've never seen them with my own eyes before. We're very lucky indeed. Modicum, Veruca and Luna are their names. The 3 sisters come out when it's dark and everybody is tucked up, warm in their beds, and dance under the light of the moon, all while singing happy songs into the night sky at the stars. Modicum, Veruca and Luna sometimes climb on top of the farmer's fence and pull funny faces at the cows in the field. They're very cheeky sisters, aren't they? I would love to come out and play with them one day. Wouldn't you too? It would seem we've reached as far as we can go. I wonder if there are any creatures in this part of the very old tree. Keep your eyes peeled and let me know if you notice anything strange or magical. I think we may have been spotted. I am Avis. Do not worry, I am not going to tell everyone that you've been sneaking around our home. We haven't had visitors in a long, long time. Thank you for visiting us, but the very old tree is our home, and it must remain our little secret. Please come and visit us again one day, won't you? Avis, the old lady, was very kind indeed. Do you think we should come back again? Maybe some of the creatures will want someone to talk to, and perhaps we'll even see some new faces too. Goodbye, very old tree. Until next time. The end, I guess. Well, yeah, that's it. That's a story. I finished the story for the first time in 20 years. So, hooray! Might not seem like much, but for me, it's quite a big deal. You know, I finally finished something. You know, it's been hard for me to do. But yeah, I'm happy with it. I just thought I'd share it, just to get some feedback, or for anybody else to enjoy it if they wanted to. You know, if you make something that people enjoy, then I'm gonna go. Gosh, that was my best time yet.